all this week, our environment correspondent, David Gregory-Kumar, will be seeing what he personally can do to reduce his individual impact on the climate. And the good news, David, is this could save you money and do something around the old waistline. Eh?
It could trim things down a bit, yes. Now, at least in theory, we'll find out this week. Now, to measure my impact on the planet, we need to find out more about my carbon footprint, but we start with what is a carbon footprint? It's a way of looking at our individual impact on the planet. Most things we do release greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, from our holidays, to the food we eat, to how we heat our homes. And the result of all these actions combined, well, that is your carbon footprint. How many tons of the greenhouse gas carbon dioxide have been released by all these activities?
Does work increase your carbon footprint?
Well, yes.
OK, so to shrink it a bit, should we sort of turn off Midlands today for just a couple of minutes? Like this?
OK, so the point of this week, Nick, is for me to work out, like our viewers, what I can do to still keep working, still enjoy life, but at the same time reduce my carbon footprint, reduce my impact on the planet. Maybe this is a bit much.
Yeah, it's very relaxing and an improvement, of course. Anyway, let's have him back on again.
There we go.
Right. Other ways of helping the planet. Doing it without cars. I mean, that's quite difficult to do, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's an obvious thing to pick on, but it's a difficult thing. And so that's a point I put to Professor David Mond from the University of Warwick.
You may well feel bicycling in my town is horrible and dangerous. So if you want to bicycle, you've got to do something about that. You can't just say, well, that's the conditions I'm presented with and I'm going to accept it and I'm going to keep on driving. What you can do is say, no, I'm going to join a group that will press for more bicycle lanes. And you will discover lots of other people who want to share this kind of activity with you and who will embrace you with comradely fervour.
Now, I like that clip because there's a lot of finger wagging in climate change. And the point of this week and my personal journey is really to find stuff that, like the professor says, you know, I enjoy. And if you enjoy a change, there's more chance of it sticking.
But how on earth do you start to measure your carbon footprint?
There are, in fact, lots of different calculators online, plenty of different websites. We've actually done this for me. We've used a calculator from an energy company. Now, key points to remember is I don't have a car and I already use green energy, so it should be quite low. But when we put all the details into the calculator, 8.9 tonnes of carbon dioxide, that's how much CO2 I've emitted last year.
Sounds a lot.
A lot of that's due to air travel. It's almost 40% lower than average, though, to be honest. So it's doing fairly well there. But I can make more changes and reduce it further, and that's what this week's going to be all about. Tomorrow we're looking at my health, believe it or not, and later on in the week it's the vexed question of what I eat.
And we'd like to hear from viewers, wouldn't we?
We would indeed. All the details are appearing at the bottom of the screen, but yes, have you changed how you live? Do you take fewer flights? Do you use your car less? Perhaps you don't believe any of this and none of the changes. It doesn't matter what anyone says, you don't want to make any changes at all. Whatever your position, we'd like to hear from you.
It's going through the week, yeah?
It is.
David, thank you.